So that shiny new game just came out, Morbid Metal, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? Well, let's take a look at the game first impressions. Keep in mind this is not a full review, this is a quick look at the game. I played this game for 1 hour, and that's all I really needed to get a good feel for this game. This is an action roguelike, so basically you'll start a run, eventually die, and then you can buy permanent upgrades. You then start a new run, and rinse and repeat. Eventually you'll get strong enough to make it further and further until you actually beat the game. This game doesn't really have a story, it's just fighting, so you can run, dodge, and double jump. There's no blocking or parrying. If there is, I haven't unlocked it at least. You start the game with one form, but then quickly unlock a second form. The first form is more slender and faster melee attacks, and the second form is a little bit bulkier and slower and a little bit stronger attacks. You can switch back and forth anytime that you want. It looks like there's 4 forms in total, but I only unlocked the first 2 for the hour that I played. Each form has a basic attack, 2 different skill attacks, and a special attack. The skill attacks have a cooldown, and the special attack is charged up over time as you play. Each form has their own different skills and special attacks. Since I just recently played through Returnal, I couldn't help but be reminded a little bit of that game, because this game has a little bit darker atmosphere, kind of like Returnal, and some enemies have a pulse attack that sends out red circles that you need to jump over, and there were some red laser areas I needed to dodge or bypass too. And then of course both games have runs that you do over and over, but it's not really like that game too much. I was just reminded of it a little bit since I recently played it. This game is very hack and slashy. It felt pretty basic in terms of combat. I was repeating the same 3 moves over and over with a special attack here and there. Also, your health bar is kinda sneaky. I kept getting damaged without me realizing it, which is why I kept dying. You don't start with a lot of health, and you can't really earn it back either, at least not quickly. I'd be lucky to find a health item somewhere. There are a few different branching pathways that you can take. Some have skills that you can exchange your starting ones out for, some has extra currency just laying around, and some are just extra challenges. You could bypass all of that and just follow the main path if you wanted to. There's 3 currencies, all of them are on the top right. The red and green ones are used for permanent upgrades, and the yellow one is used in each run for temporary upgrades. You will come across health items sometimes on the ground, some general upgrades like more damage, and you'll also come across some yellow currency, and also new skills that you can exchange for your current skills. There are a few destructible walls here and there, as well as some items hidden out of the way. You just need to keep an eye out for these. The enemies do get harder the deeper that you go. So far I've seen basic ground enemies, bigger ground enemies with shields, various flying enemies, and a weird circular enemy that shot out those laser circles that I needed to jump over. All enemies are robotic in nature, as is your own character. Once you die, you'll be in the Void Nexus, and this is where you do all of your permanent upgrades. You have 3 different stations that you can buy things from. One of them uses the red currency, which changes your starting skills, I believe. I haven't used that one yet. And the other 2 stations both take the green currency. You earn green currency with battles. You will automatically earn it once the battle is over. Also, at the end of each battle, you can choose one of 3 upgrades for your character, which is temporary of course, as you are mid-run. Using one of the stations that takes green currency in the Void Nexus, you can actually buy a few more stations, but for the Emporium, such as an enhancer. The Emporium looks similar to the Void Nexus, but the Emporium is only for upgrades in the middle of a run, so it's temporary until you die. The enhancer I bought at the Void Nexus showed up at the Emporium, and then using that I could spend my yellow currency to upgrade one of my character's skills. Also in the Emporium you can buy temporary skill upgrades, or you can buy more health, or you can exchange health for more yellow currency. So permanent upgrades are at the Void Nexus before runs, and temporary upgrades are mid-run at the Emporium. I only played about 3 or 4 runs in 1 hour, and it was fun enough. I think it's a pretty simple game overall. The enemies get tougher and more numerous, so it's kinda difficult, but that's where upgrades come into play. I never did get far enough to face a boss, but there are bosses in this game too. This game is also published by Ubisoft, but not made by them, so you don't need any Ubisoft launcher or anything Ubisoft related to actually play the game. Overall, I think this game is fine. It's simple, it's fun, and it is rewarding to constantly upgrade yourself to get better and better. This game is under $20 USD, so if you're interested, I see no reason not to buy it. Though that's my personal opinion. Whether or not this is your type of game, I'll see you on the next one.